I'm Parker Kelly.
And I'm Tom Richardson, and today we're coming to you from Marion Harbor on the southeast coast of Massachusetts.
Kind of near where you live.
That's right, just down the bay a little bit and out of Poised. But you know, Marion has a rich maritime history. Back in the early to mid 1800s, when the South Coast was a thriving whaling center, Marion was known for providing the knowledgeable sailors and ship captains for the ships that would go out and go around the world and get whales.
Fancy. Well, today it's a recreational boating hub. It's very protected.
Yep.
It's very close to Buzzards Bay, where there's great fishing
That's right.
and sailing,
Yep.
and there's a cute little town, and it's got some shops and some restaurants.
And we're going to explore it all, right?
New England Boating Marion.
Let's go.
That lobster roll looks delicious. I'll give it to you. To another great destination.
Are you shopping for me? Oh, there's a fish. Parker's goofing around in a miss. Make short, sharp sweeps with the rod. We want the fish that can eat that thing. Oh, yeah. Hang on, Parker.
Tom, don't joke.
What do we do to start the show, Parker?
We do a harbor tour.
We do the harbor tour, and to help us on the harbor
We
tour,
have an expert in the harbor.
it is none other than Marion Harbor Master Isaac Perry. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Well, I am very excited to get on a boat with you and talk to you about all the great stuff that Marion Harbor has to offer.
Looking forward to it.
All right, let's go on the pursuit.
It's a very well-marked channel. You get number 7 and none number 8 up ahead. There are sandbars off to the starboard side.
They come off of Ram Island.
Come
right?
off of Ram Island. It comes up quite sharply if you get out of the channel.
So at this point, you really want to really pay attention to your
Absolutely.
chart plotter and the buoys. It's an amazingly well-protected natural harbor, isn't it?
It is between Ram Island and Rock Island directly ahead. It really protects the majority of the harbor.
And beautiful homes along the harbor.
Most of it is residential. We have 2 municipal properties that are right on the water, and then the rest of it is Tabor Academy.
And lots of sailboats. What is the percentage of, sailboats?
It breaks
powered?
down roughly 60-40, 60% sailboats.
And so do you kayak around here too? Are there places to go in and out around here?
Yeah, there's some very well protected coves. Planning Island Cove, Blankenship Cove, and then the northeast corner of the harbor, Hammett's Cove as well.
Now, Marion also owns Bird Island, right?
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about Bird Island. I know they just did a big revetment project.
Right, they just completed a 2.5-year seawall project and raising the elevations of the island up to the existing elevation of the lighthouse. The lighthouse is almost 200 years old at this point. It was built in 1819. Once you come into the harbor, past the Coast Guard aids, you get to our private aids to navigation. Red number 10 is directly off the bow. Just to the east of that, we have a small anchorage. It could accommodate 3 or 4 boats at a time.
Do they need to check in with your department, with your office?
It's not a requirement, but if we're on patrol and we're going by, we'll stop in just to say hello. Okay, off to the port side, you can see the Beverly Yacht Club. They have a large number of transient moorings. Anyone coming into the harbor.
And so just after this is Barden's Boatyard.
Barden's Boatyard, much like the Beverly Yacht Club, transients can come in. Just north of Barden's is the town dock, Island Wharf. There's 20-minute tie-up limit, 3-hour dinghy limit.
So we're nearing the head of the harbor here, Isaac, and you got a launch ramp there. Tell us about that.
We've got the town launch ramp. It's available to residents. Much like Island Wharf, Landon has a couple of spots for tie-ups. It's usually real quick, 20-minute in and out, pretty busy section of the harbor. It's right next to Burr Brothers Boatyard.
On the other side of the harbor is the entrance to Hammett's Cove, is it?
That's correct. Great place for canoe, kayak, paddle boarding.
Nice.
Tom, sounds like some stand-up paddleboard yoga for you.
Don't even go there.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, Isaac, for the great tour
My pleasure.
of Marion Harbor.
Yeah, and we can see why you love it here and why you stayed.
Beautiful
Right?
spot.
Yes. And
Exactly.
now you're going to check out some other parts of Marion that are
Guess
beautiful,
where?
right? Let me guess. You're going about town? About town.
Okay, I know I've said it before, quintessential New England, but this really is the most quintessential New England village I have seen. This is Front Street. It is just picture perfect. If they haven't made a movie here yet, they should. Let's go check out the general store here in Marion, Front Street. It's just a great general store. Look at, it's ample. There's lots going on here. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, thank you. Everyone's so friendly in this town. This is Jack. He's the owner. He's owned the general store since he was 25 years old. This December is 45 years he's owned it. So this was a church.
This was a congregational church. Yeah,
And this is still here.
it is.
Wow. What'd you say, 1794?
Yeah.
So beautiful. An enclave of civility, that's what you call it. That's Marion.
That's why I got it.
That's lovely. And so I have to stop by the Historical Society because history runs deep, deep in this town. Oh my goodness. This is Judy Rosby. Tell me a tiny bit about the Mary Celeste.
The Mary Celeste captain was Benjamin Briggs out of Marion, and he was taking a load of oil to Portugal, and the boat was found wandering aimlessly at sea with all the crew and everybody gone.
Just a boat wandering
Just a boat
at sea.
wandering at sea, and so it's called the Mary Celeste Mystery because it's an unsolved mystery that everyone's been interested in.
Still unsolved.
Still
Oh,
unsolved.
I thought you knew the answer. Oh, fascinating. Well, someone will figure it out. Thank you so much, Judy.
You're welcome.
Please come visit her. Visit this beautiful town, Front Street. Lovely Historical Society. So nice.
Thank you very much.
Well, Marion is pretty famous as a sailing town. However, there's some awful good fishing right here in Marion and Sippican harbors. And I've got two expert local anglers, Ben Wyman and my own son, Max Richardson. And these guys know these local waters like the back of their hands. They've been fishing since they were this high. And they're going to show me where to get some big bluefish because there's some running right now. You guys want to catch some big blues?
Yeah.
Let's go! Yeah, there's a big school like right over where that bird's going.
Right there.
Oh, look at him jumping out of the water, like clear out of the water. Well, you gotta love fishing Buzzards Bay in the fall. You never know what you're gonna run into. We've got a school of something. We're not sure what. It could be stripers, could be bluefish, could be albies blowing up on these things. So, well, that's why you want to bring a lot of different kinds of gear. Luckily, we had some light spinning gear and some soft plastic baits rigged up, ready to go. We're gonna try to get some of these guys. Oh, got him. All right, well, we got one to eat. Let's see what it is. Yeah, a little striper, but we'll take them, right, guys?
Oh,
Oh, go, keep going. Was that after yours?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, all right, Ben. Bluefish. There you go. Woo! Nicely done, buddy. Hey, high five. Yeah. Oh, man, look at that.
they're right here.
They're right next to the boat. That's fall fishing off Marion. Stick around, though. We got more New England boating coming your way. Good job, guys.
Okay, so this has to be one of the most charming villages I've seen ever.
Well, thank you.
And
Welcome
Kate-
to Marion.
I absolutely just love your shop. I heard you have an incredible story.
And I moved here about 8 years ago. Ended up building a house and decided to stay because I loved it. It was such
It's-
a cute little town.
It's so cute.
You know what? There wasn't a restaurant here in Marion. And so it was one of those situations where I had this store up front with a business partner of mine, a little home interior store. And everybody kept saying, where should we go? Where should we go to eat?
To eat, and you're
And I
like,
said, I don't know. And so goofy me went and opened up a restaurant, not having ever worked in a restaurant my entire life before. I said, I can do this.
serious, brave.
And so
5 on that.
Thanks,
Serious. You started doing the cooking yourself, or you just said, I want to open a restaurant?
Well, literally, it was a few friends of mine who, we all know how to cook. We're good cooks,
Right.
but are we restaurant people? Have any training? No.
Yeah.
We're just goofy. Our biggest thing, on top of having great food, is having a really friendly environment welcome people down. We do get a lot of boaters. We prepare a lot of food for people going out on day sails. Our menu is online, and we put daily specials up on our Facebook page. Call in, place your order, and we will have it ready. So.
And that's Kate. Come visit Marion and come eat here.
Come visit Marion.
Well, I'm here at Barden's Boatyard. It's one of two marinas here in Marion Harbor. With me are longtime Barden's customers, Ted Wasserman and Bob Lane. Now, you guys have been boating out of Barden's for a long time. How many years have you been customers here?
I'm about to be 79, and I'm having a hard time figuring out how long it's been, but it's close to 50.
Close to 50. How about you, Bob?
Since 1972.
Oh, so long-time customer. So you must really feel at home here, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you like most about Barden's?
I think it's the service and the attention that the yard pays to the needs of the customers.
Great. And it's always been maintained, family-run for many years.
Run,
right?
I know Freddie, who owns the yard now, and his father and his grandfather.
Yeah.
And my father did business with his great-grandfather.
So, Bob, you have a power boat, and you keep it here, and they have valet rack storage here at Barden's. Tell us what that involves.
Well, a few years ago, they started allowing people to leave their boat on the hard and have it launched on very short notice whenever you wish. They put it in at the dock. You use it as you wish. You bring it back and leave it at the dock, and they take it out of the water either that day or the next day when they get here in the morning, and they do it 7 days a week, and it's extremely convenient.
Excellent.
Wonderful for the family. And on top of that, when the boat's out of the water, anything that has to be done, they take care of immediately.
Well, you heard it from Ted and Bob, longtime customers of Barden's Boatyard. Great place to keep your boat.
Okay, I don't know what I got myself into, but I am in this beautiful sailboat in Sippican Harbor. Tell me why Marion, this whole access to Buzzards Bay, why is it so great for sailing? Like, what draws you here? I mean, obviously it's incredible.
Because every afternoon the wind picks up.
And Marion is a marvelous harbor in terms of its size. It's reasonably well protected, good services.
It's a very great thing to grow up. I grew up on a boat up in Manchester, a power boat, and the idea of being a young child living and growing up on a boat and is wonderful. You learn an awful lot.
Sure do.
And
I did the same thing growing
and
up,
Bob did
sailing
the
from
same.
when I was very young.
Yep, me too, Bob. That's where we all have that commonality, right? Out of Cape Cod, you're exactly. So pleasant to talk to you guys. Thank you.
Well, I am out here on Marion Harbor. I'm with James Guile. He is the director of the Tabor Boy program at Tabor Academy, which is, of course, located right here on Marion Harbor. And I'm on board the 90-foot SSV Tabor Boy. It is the sail training vessel for the Academy. Tell me about the mission of the Tabor Boy and the Tabor Boy program.
It's basically sail training, but I don't have any hired crew, adult crew on board. It's just the students and me. And that's one of the real values in the program, is because it puts all the responsibility on their shoulders, and it's real responsibility.
So tell me about the ship itself. How old is she?
Tabor Boy was built in 1914, 1915, so she's over 100 years old. And she's been at Tabor now for 63 years.
So it must take a lot of maintenance, I imagine.
Oh, it does.
Now, did the students all assist in that as well?
They do, yeah.
Well, it's quite a ship, and it's an honor to finally be on board. I'm gonna go talk to a couple of your crew members though,
All right.
and get their take on the whole
All right,
thing.
sounds good.
Awesome. Well, I hunted down the executive officer of the Tabor Boy. It's Noah Urell right here. What's your favorite part of being on the ship?
Oh boy. I think there's nothing cooler than going out every day and sailing on this piece of history.
Yeah.
To have a 103-year-old 92-foot schooner and go out and sail every day with some of the coolest people. I mean, Cap is like
Yeah.
the coolest.
Well, you're
guy
gonna,
on the
you're gonna get an A+ for this now.
Yeah, that's the goal.
I'm here with Sophia Vakutinsky. How do you feel about the Tabor Boy? Like, how's the experience been so far?
It's been absolutely amazing. I love working on here every single day. Throughout the summer, I work on it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you develop just such a connection to it, and even though it's a lot of work, you want to put in that work and you want to put in the effort because of the reward you get from sailing it every day.
Excellent. And so were you a boater before this?
Yes, I've sailed all my life.
Yeah, so you're right at home then.
Yeah, exactly.
Had you ever been on a ship this big before?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, that was one of the reasons I came to Tabor, because it was just such an amazing opportunity.
Well, James, man, I feel welcome aboard the Tabor Boy. This is quite a treat to be on board the ship that I see so often and meet the great crew. Guys, why don't you take us out?
Go Seawolves, Alatado!
So it's not a pursuit this time, but we're on a boat with Chris and Nat Bryant, and they're the Bryant brothers. And guess what we're going to be doing?
So it's Bryant Brothers Shellfish Company. So we're going to be shellfishing, I
We
assume.
are going to be shellfishing. We're going to be oystering.
Oystering.
Guess who loves oysters, Tom?
Oh, I know you do.
We grew up in town here,
Uh-huh.
and we used to get oysters along the shoreline before 1980, and then they all died off for disease. And once we found out about the opportunity to start aquaculture, we jumped on it.
I know some oyster farms have like a name of your oyster. Do you have a different name for it?
We call them Sippicans.
Sippicans.
Well, let's go out and see if we sip a can, get some.
Oh no, he did not. He did not say that.
I practiced that.
So these are the baby oysters that were planted in June.
I'm going to go right over to the table.
Okay.
We should have worn our Grundens.
I know, right?
What, you guys
It
don't
was
supply Grundens for your guests?
Well, usually I guess supply wine.
Oh,
See how beautiful that shell is?
Yes.
I mean, such a nice shape.
Yes.
So we sell only to restaurants that serve raw oysters, and the appearance is as much important as the taste.
Right. Oh, look at that.
These are our adult oysters. They're ready to go to market.
no, this is what Parker's been waiting for.
I've been polite about it, though, Tom.
Oh, Parker, there you go. Sippican's finest right there. Is it good? Yeah?
Oh.
Doesn't get fresher than that, right?
Oh, that was just delicious.
Excellent. Nat, Chris, thanks a lot for showing us how you go about growing oysters out here in Sippican Harbor. Awesome.
Delicious.
Bryant Brothers Shellfish Co. You guys are the real deal.
And up next, Tom is heading over to Burr Brothers Boats.
That's right. Stick around. Well, I'm here with Tucker Burr. He is the grandson of Carlton Burr, who started Burr Brothers Boats. When did he start the company?
Back in the 40s.
Back in the 40s. Now, it started originally in Mattapoisett, though, right?
Yes, it did.
And then they moved it here to Marion. Excellent. But it's a venerable family-owned marina, and you can tell by the people who work here, the service, it's full-service marina, so you can tend to pretty much anything, right?
Yep.
You know,
nothing we can't do.
Rigging, fiberglass, engine repair, you name it, right?
Everything.
Excellent. And how about transient accommodations?
We have slips and moorings, a lot of moorings. We service about 200 moorings out in the harbor.
Oh my
We have
gosh.
36 slips here, a couple of transient slips.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And you also have a full fuel dock, correct?
Yep.
But you have showers, restrooms, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely, yes.
And short walk to some restaurants and
Yep.
to a Cumberland Farms in case you need supplies, and beautiful Marion, right?
That's it.
Excellent. All right. Well, Tucker Burr, come down and see Tucker and the Burr family and the rest of their great staff right here at Burr Brother Boats in Marion. Thanks, Tucker.
Thank you.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 girls. I have no daughters. I have no sisters. My brother has no daughters. I'm in heaven because I get to celebrate on TV Emma's birthday with her besties.
I'm surrounded by bikinis and everyone's going in and we can't decide who's going first. Emma, Bella, Jen, Paige, and Ava. We had a beautiful party. Oh my gosh. 14 never felt so good.
Well,
oh, that's very funny, partner. Very
That's it for
funny.
New England boating from Marion.
From beautiful Marion,
I was
Massachusetts.
really touched by so many people in this town. Everyone I met on the street, this is a lovely community.
It is, isn't
people
it?
who are just like super nice.
And
I'm going to move here today.
It's a community and a community of boaters, people who love the ocean, love the water, and family-owned marinas that you don't find everywhere anymore. So it is a great community and a great place to boat.
Yeah, love Marion. Come for a day trip. Or
longer, or move.
Move next to Tom.
That's right.
To find out where we're going to be next week,
Yes.
please follow us on Facebook and Instagram and all the other social media, and go on our website, newenglandboating.com.
That's right. And don't forget to pick up your issue of New England Boating Magazine. Chock full of interesting, hopefully, articles and features and places, great destinations to take your boat.
Like Marion.
That's right.
Until next week, I'm Parker Kelly.
And I'm Tom Richardson.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Tom, seriously, I love Marion. I can see why you moved here. Look at the sun. It's so beautiful. After we wrapped up the episode in Marion, Tom and I were surprised and delighted to be invited to the Brew Fish Bar and Eatery for a bite to eat. Owned and operated by husband and wife team Todd and Aaron Zell, Brewfish is a lively place. Great for the locals, but also a nice place to stop when visiting Marion. The couple completely renovated the previous restaurant that was there. Todd is a builder, and Aaron loves to design, so the project was a perfect collaboration of their skills. The concept? Casual and comfortable, but also a festive place to celebrate. Brew for the craft beer they carry, and fish for the many seafood options. Todd and Aaron love to travel and incorporate ideas from their culinary adventures. And oh my, it was a good-looking menu. The chowder was one of the best I've ever had, and Tom's lobster roll was packed full and had just a tiny bit of dressing, so you could really taste the lobster. We had oysters, a flight of beer, and just hung out for a while and enjoyed the music. Brewfish Bar and Eatery, good people and a good way to end another episode.